I just want to begin by telling you what a personal pleasure it is to have you here, and I mean that with all sincerity. I think you're an exceptional public servant in your skill and your dedication and your bipartisanship, and so I look forward to working with you. We'll certainly have some challenging questions for you this morning on both sides of the aisle, as we always do. But again, I know how seriously you approach the job and the effort that you put in, and I appreciate it personally very, very much. So, my pleasure again to welcome you to the Subcommittee on Labor, Health and Human Services and Education for our first hearing of the year. Looking forward to hearing your testimony. Madam Secretary, your responsibilities are many. There are many things in your budget that I think we can all agree are priorities and that we can collectively support. There are other areas we may disagree upon. The challenge that will be facing this subcommittee is how we can support the most critical programs and make the very best use of every taxpayer dollar entrusted to us. Unfortunately, your budget assumes many areas of tax increases, new user fees, changes in mandatory spending, and other spending sources that are beyond the purview of this. Divert $1 billion of biomedical research funds to the mandatory side of the budget ledger and rely on new and perhaps unlikely authorizations to continue the advances we've made in increasing research funding were disheartening to me. I look forward to having a discussion with you this morning on the impact of these proposed cuts. I'll also be asking some tough questions this morning about the ongoing management challenges at HHS, problems of substandard quality in hospitals within the Indian Health Service, and a continued slow walking of investigations into alleged violation of the law as it relates to conscience protections continue to concern me greatly. I hope to learn more this morning on what you're doing to take positive steps in these areas. Finally, we're all keenly aware of the many external challenges facing your agency. The worldwide concern surrounding the Zika virus is but the latest example of this, and I hope you'll be able to update us on this situation today as well. As a reminder to the subcommittee and our witnesses, we will abide by the 5-minute rule so that everyone will have a chance to get their questions asked and answered. Before we begin, I would like to yield the floor to my good friend from Connecticut, my ranking member, Ms. Delora.